I'm in the bathroom looking at me.
As a boy.
Wait until the Reaper takes my life. 1,000 million lives.
Is this entertaining? Our patience is waning.
There was never wrong till there was right.
Walter White.
Our patience is waning. Is this entertaining?
Nothing! It's showtime, folks.
You hurt people over and over in the end.
You're going to hurt everyone around you. Who are you talking to right now? Listen, you think you see. I'm not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger.
Today we're jumping into Better Call Saul, Season 6, Episode 13. Ooh, I like that. We are wrapping up Better Call Saul. It is over. It is done. Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. You are finished. I'm so sad. Yes, it is over. It is so sad. But finally we get to wrap up this journey. Did you guys know that I've been watching Breaking Bad / Better Call Saul since I started my platform for about almost 3 years now? So we have been on the journey with Breaking Bad. We have been on the journey with Better Call Saul, and finally this is over. And not over like, oh my god, finally, but there's a lot of subscribers that I have met through Breaking Bad. There's a lot of subscribers that I have had interactions with, so, and that are still here. So shout out to all of the subscribers that were there since Breaking Bad era days. And if you guys are new to my platform and you just got onto my platform because of Better Call Saul, check out my other reactions. The link is down below in the comment section. Feel free, have at it, subscribe, stay for a while. The Breaking Bad era and Better Call Saul era will never be forgotten here on this platform. You know, I feel like maybe we'll even do bloopers from time to time. We just can't, me personally cannot thank you guys enough for subscribing and being here on this very, very long journey. It's been amazing. This will be available, guys, for my entire platform here on the platform that will always help copyright my as well as my other platform, Patreon. So guys, if you would like to see this in a full reaction, you can join any tier today and be able to see that now. So is there anything I have to say? Oh, please let the begging portion. This is the begging portion of Andre Ray. Please hit that like button, please share. Don't forget to comment down below. Tag Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, anywhere. Let's get these subscribers to come join us. And even though we're done with this journey, they could catch up. It's been amazing. It's been 3 years. Anyways, guys, I think Saul is going to die. I don't know why. I feel like every other player in the game, minus Jesse, is dead. So to wrap up Saul's story, it would be fitting that he dies. And Saul is actually like not a good guy, and he's had a crazy effing life that possibly obviously made him that way. But with all our lives, we all have choices, and he chose to go real bad. I was like, did he commit murder? And he didn't, but he definitely was an accessory to murder. So, same number difference, you might as well have pulled the trigger. So this title is called Saul Gone, and I can only think that Saul is going to die. I don't see them saying let's arrest him. He already ran away. He's been gone for 6 seasons. Kim has made amends. The cops have now been called. Where else are we going to go other than fucking hell. So I'm ready to jump into this. Guys, before I jump into this, I just looked at my camera and I can see that my gay pride flag is up and it is running. It is here. I might as well get my, I don't feel like getting up. But happy pride to everybody, to all the allies, to my community. I love you guys. Let's stand strong. Love is love. And just a short little political thing inside this Better Call Saul thing. Did you guys know what's happening in Uganda? Once again, minorities attacking another group of minorities. It's so sad. But if you don't know what's happening in Uganda, they literally passed a law that they can kill you if you're gay. Which they honestly were killing gays anyways over there, but now they made it a law, like it's official of the land. So if you guys could like show up and show out and protest that, fight and bring it to your legislators and let us do something here at home or wherever you guys are, and let's try to fight that horrible thing that's happening. Like, a lot of us have it good that we could be out and we could be proud, but I feel like this message should really be out for everybody. You know, what the guys, it's 2023, and as a minority group attacking, like, you guys are minority. Like, I don't understand why people have so much hate in their heart that people have hate for them. It's just like, I don't get it. But that was my little political portion of the reaction. And once again, happy pride. Love is love. Yes! Now let's jump into Better Call Saul and find out exactly what Saul has got to give. That's his car. Is this car back then or is it now? Back then.
Slow down. You're gonna make yourself sick.
We're sitting on $7 million here, literally. I say we take it, split it 50-50.
Yeah, well, I know some people who would have a problem with that.
Them?
You feeling right?
No, he's not. Ciao.
Take $6 million and build a time machine. Where would you go first? In Rome?
Oh, Christ. December 8, 2001. March 17th, 1984. Day I took my first bribe. There's some people I'd like to check on in 5 or 10 years.
May 10, 1965. That's the day Warren Buffett took over at Berkshire Hathaway. And just stick it into Berkshire. I'm a billionaire.
That's it, buddy.
What else?
Nothing you change.
I'm rested.
Mary, are you still there?
Yes, it's a little car. FT6. He's headed south. Oh, please get him.
That is Saturn Aura?
That is correct. Saturn Aura, Nebraska.
Lower your voice. Loud. They don't hear you.
Anybody home? Hands, now.
Oh, he got caught.
He's innocent. And that's why I fight for you, Albuquerque.
Hello, Krista, it's Gene. The week's rotation needs to be posted by 3. Could you handle that? Call the main office, the number is on the bulletin board, and let them know you're gonna need a new manager. This is how they get you. What were you thinking? You?
Making all this noise, you.
I need another phone call!
William Oakley and Associates. Trust experience, trust Oakley.
You know who this is, right?
No, I'm gonna have to report this call.
Whoa, calm down, Junior. The cops know all about the call. I'm talking to Saul Goodman's new advisory council.
Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna grab a flight to Omaha, Nebraska ASAP.
Wait, who's paying for this?
You are. Listen, Will ain't Bill. This is a career maker. Get real. You're doing this.
Oh my God.
No matter who your lawyer is, you are screwed.
See it ending. With me on top, like always.
Hank's dead.
Scale, life sentence, stat max.
Money laundering.
Including 2 decorated federal officers, 15 years each. I'm willing to extend a one-time take it or leave it offer. 30 years. Keep your nose clean, stay healthy.
Listen, you've got Agent Schrader's widow back there. Why don't you invite her in?
Really inappropriate.
She's already here. Both parties agree. It's fine, really.
Oh my God, if they ever had Skylar, I would gag and drop on the floor. It makes sense.
They tell me they found you in a garbage dumpster. Well, that makes sense.
Oh.
My husband was the best man that I have ever known. If somebody was in trouble, no matter the time, no matter the place, Hank Schrader would be there. His partner,
I loved his partner.
Steve Gomez, and Blanca made a home that was warm and full of laughter. 3 fatherless children. You helped the two-faced, poisonous bastard behind it all. You did it all for money. No matter where they put you or for how long, it will never be enough.
Mrs. Schrader.
Oh God, he's faking it. Oh God.
The loss that you suffered. I met your husband a few times. You and he are victims. And so am I. He wanted one of my clients to lie under oath. He offered me money. As I was leaving my office, I was attacked. I was kneeling in front of an open grave. That was my introduction to Walter White. I worked for him. I made a lot of money, but that's not why I did it. Over and over, I thought about going to the police. I even thought about talking to Agent Schrader. 3 prisons in the space of 2 minutes. Knifed. They even killed one of my colleagues, a lawyer. He was cooperating with the DEA. When it all blew up, I ran, but not from the police. You are looking at a man who has lost everything. I have nobody. I have nothing.
And you think jurors are gonna buy that?
One. All I need is one. Juries, right? You never can tell.
You're not going to negotiate with this man. You're not.
The government will move to dismiss counts 3 through 9, and combined with the anticipated criminal history category of 1, 5 to 90 months imprisonment, in addition to any supervised release.
Term to be served at FCI Butner Low, North Carolina. It's the only federal institution with a golf program. It's good enough for Bernie Madoff. I visited a client once at ADX Montrose. No, that's a deal breaker, my friend.
FCI Butner, Low, Wing
D. Wing D. Steve, 1 pint Bluebell mint chocolate chip ice cream every Friday for the duration. I can oil everybody's locks.
No more games.
Now I got a sweetener. Inside story, previously unknown felony homicide.
Howard Hamlin?
You're talking about Howard Hamlin. That's your sweetener. Sounds like you and your ex aren't talking on a regular basis.
Spilled her guts about Howard Hamlin. On the record.
Do we go to trial or do we have a deal?
I'm putting a stop to it.
Stop to what?
Listen. Just listen. The flame is lighting and then it keeps going out.
Hey, maybe we could just unplug it? Or cut a wire or something?
Down here without hot water when it's something that I can easily fix. You wouldn't happen to have a pocket knife or a screwdriver in one of those bags, would you? Come on.
What would you do if you had a time machine?
It would violate the second law of thermodynamics. Quantum mechanics, we're discussing that now?
There's got to be something you'd go back and change if you could.
Ask about regrets. Just ask about regrets. My regrets.
You know, he was hard-headed too.
When I was a graduate student, I started a company. The goal was to commercialize discoveries that I had made. I stepped away. I thought I was doing the gentlemanly thing, were artfully maneuvering me into leaving my own creation. And had I stayed, I wouldn't be down here with you.
You never tell me about this. We could have done something with this.
You'd have been the last lawyer I'd have gone to.
Wait, I got one. 22, I pulled a slip and fall outside Marshall Field. It did so hard I heard a crack. Wasn't the ice, it was me.
A slip and fall.
Yeah, that's how I put myself through bartending school.
So you were always like this.
Why? No fucking filter.
Just go,
sir. This man's a federal prisoner. I'm a U.S. Marshal. Is that true? You're his lawyer?
Yes.
No, nothing I say in front of you is privileged, right? Let something slip that could help the government's case. You could pass it along to the prosecution.
This is no physical evidence. If I had to guess, most likely they sit on it. Took her sworn and notarized statement and hand-delivered it to Hamlin's widow. The widow can take her for everything she has and everything she's gonna have. Mrs. Hamlin's out lawyer shopping as we speak.
I want you to tell the other side that I've got more to trade. Okay, I just remembered something.
You give the government more, maybe they bring the hammer down.
You don't understand. It's really good ice cream.
What's he doing in camp?
Out just the two of us because, you know, he had to share everything.
Ben took you there, didn't he? What'd you guys think?
No, it was fine.
Would Josh like it?
Leaving early. Can you let Ricardo know?
Sure, no prob.
Thanks.
What's she doing?
Ladies, it's right this way. Sorry about the heat. The AC's on the fritz. Fill this out, and before you ask, there's no charge.
Actually, I'm here to see if I can volunteer.
Central Florida Legal Aid, how can I help you?
I want to make it clear this call is completely unofficial. I shouldn't even be talking to you. But considering everything, I think it's only right you know what's going on. He was arrested in Nebraska. He's been extradited to New Mexico. He's giving testimony that affects you personally.
Him and Skylar, I'd love them both.
It's showtime.
Defendant has requested to use the name Saul Goodman. Counsel, please state your appearances.
Elizabeth Nouriani, trial attorney from the Drug Enforcement Section. Your Honor, I'd also like to note the presence of the victims who are here this morning, Marie Schrader and Blanca Gomez.
The defendant still wants to represent himself?
That's right, Your Honor.
The parties have reached a plea agreement, satisfactory to both sides. I have questions. Mr. Castellano, consider the sentence for a defendant who will be pleading guilty, money laundering, conspiracy, accessory after the fact. The government's sentencing recommendation is 7 years.
Careful consideration.
Help me understand.
Oakley is advisory counsel. I'm representing myself here today.
Any statement you make imperils that recommendation.
I think I can save the court's valuable time. 2 years ago, a man came into my office. He said his name was Mayhew. A bag was shoved over my head. I was hogtied. That was my introduction to Walter White. I shot at big money. And I grabbed it. My every waking moment was spent building Walter White's drug empire.
You are contradicting your plea agreement's sworn factual basis.
We'd like to request a recess.
No, we do not need a recess.
I'd like to petition to withdraw from this case.
Denied.
You swear that the evidence you shall give to the court in this matter shall be the truth?
Can be used in prosecution for perjury or obstruction of justice. Are you taking any prescription medications?
No. I lied to the government about Kim Wexler. I just wanted her to come here today. I wanted her to hear this. So yeah, I wasn't there when the meth was cooked. I wasn't there when it was sold. I was more than a willing participant. I was indispensable. If he hadn't walked into my office that day, Walter White would have been dead. Agent Schrader and Agent Gomez and a whole lot of other people would still be alive. Fact is, Walter White couldn't have done it without me.
He's describing events that would have transpired had he acted differently.
Your Honor, the government urges the court to allow Mr. Goodman to continue.
All right, Mr. Goodman. Go ahead.
What happened to Howard Hamlin? It was... I can't even... Kim had the guts to start over. She left town. And my brother Chuck, Charles McGill, a lawyer, is most brilliant guy I ever met. But instead, when I saw a chance to hurt him, I took it. I got his malpractice insurance canceled. After that, he killed himself. And I'll live with that.
Sit down and stay seated.
The name's McGill.
Furthermore, Your Honor, a second additional hearing is required in order to assess the additional...
Yes, I did.
I was starting to worry.
My car conked out on the 40. They had those apples that you like? The newsstand on Central said they might start carrying the Financial Times.
You know I could hire someone to do this. I could get someone from the office.
Because you're my brother. Duh. You do the same for me.
Well, your cases? Your clients?
You want to talk about my clients?
Deserve a vigorous defense like any other client. Hoping you didn't steal that from a motel ice machine.
You can hope. Take a pass on the heart-to-heart, Chuck.
If you don't like where you're heading, there's no shame in going back and changing your path. We always end up having the same conversation, don't we?
I'll see you tomorrow, Chuck. And I might have the Financial Times.
Is this the night he killed himself?
I know you. Better call Saul. Right?
No shit.
See? Told you. It's Better Call Saul.
Better call Saul. Better call Saul. Better call Saul.
Thank you.
Oh, she went back to being a lawyer.
Turns out my New Mexico bar card doesn't have an expiration date. You had him down to 7 years.
86 years. 86 years. Good behavior? Who knows?
That's a very big jacket.
Check you.
Oh, it's over. Well, I'm telling you, when I shut that camera off, because I had to shut it off, honey, I broke down. I don't even know why. Maybe I do. I'm a Cancer. I don't like change. Small things bother me. This is a show, so that's why I labeled it small. But I've been watching it for so long and followed these characters for such a long time that now I feel like, oh my god, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I just got so into these characters. It's been almost 3 years I've been with the same characters. I started my platform watching this show. I remember it was Breaking Bad, The Expanse, Breaking Bad, Expanse, Vikings, and I think that's it. I think those are the 3 shows I used to watch. And you guys know how I started my platform, how I started YouTube, when my aunt was always suggesting me to be a YouTuber, and my aunt has been pushing me to be an actor my whole life. So I've been acting. That's been my passion. That's my heart and soul is to act. And then I fell in love with doing YouTube, but my aunt died. She died of the pandemic, and she died before I even started YouTube. That's why I was like, let me start YouTube, and do what listen to her now that she's not here. Sorry, aunt. Yeah, so I guess like I have like these connections with these characters on like a different level, just because I'm just like, and I get so attached. Oh God, I'm so unhealthy. But I just really loved these characters. I loved following these characters. It meant everything to me. It was great. It was a shock to see Marie. So I was like, I'm pissed that I don't see Skylar. Like, I know what happened to Skylar like, after the show, but I think she was like arrested, but like she didn't serve a lot of, or was she even not even, I don't think she was arrested. I think she served probation. And I'm still like, now that Saul at the end explained why he had all these charges with him, because I was like, wait, Saul didn't really do much. Like, Walt went to him, and like, if he needed help, like, I understand some of these stuff, but like, the murder for the husband, but then like, he like broke it down, and like, then I was like, oh yeah, there you are, the reason why that all happened. But it was crazy. What a journey it has been. It's just amazing. I just truly loved these characters, and Saul finally did the right thing, and like it was just amazing. And he finally went back. Is that why it's called Saul Gone? Saul Gone, not because he dies. Well, Saul does die, and he goes back to being Jimmy. Although Saul's name remains in jail because he's helped some of those people. I would give this episode like a 9.5 because it was just a 9.5. A 9.5 to a 10. I don't know. It just like really brought out a lot of emotions out of me. And I love seeing Walt. One thing I know, and two things for certain, Jesse was the weaker actor apparently between Walt and Jesse, because when Walt came up on the scene, I felt like, yay, Walt's here. But when Jesse came back in the scene in this season, I was just like, oh, hi Jesse. No, but Walt served this episode. Marie, what's her name, Marie or Maria? I think it's Marie. Marie served too. They could have gagged me though if Skylar walked in somehow, some way. Like, I did my time. You needed to do yours. You are the reason I dealt with you too. Like, I was waiting, but I feel like she probably just wants to be done with it. Like, after Breaking Bad, she probably was like, deuces. But I haven't seen her ever again, so maybe she should have tried to get on the show. But yes, Skylar and Kim are my favorite characters. That's why I started getting irritated at Walt, at Saul, because I was like, what the fuck is he doing to get Kim in trouble? Who the hell does he think? I started getting really angry because I really love Kim. Kim and Skylar are like my favorite characters of this whole thing. And Frank. And Mike. Those are my four goes. Those are my four major characters. Kim, Skylar, Fring, and Walt. Did I say Walt? Walt. I mean, not Walt, Mike. Walt wasn't my favorite character. I liked Walt, but he was my favorite. Mike could do no wrong. So those of you guys are my favorite characters of this show. I really found a fond love for Nacho Cheese. He died. That was horrid. It was good to see all these characters. I'm not gonna name all of them because we'll be here for the next 30 minutes, and I definitely gotta edit this and watch another show. So there's that. But thank you guys so much for being here. I don't know what else to talk about on this show. It was just phenomenal. Okay, it was good to see that, you know, that Saul did Jimmy did what he did. And when we saw Chuck, oh, I forgot, Chuck, I actually like love on Better Call Saul. When we got through a throwback to Chuck, and we saw him on the last day of him living. I'm pretty sure that was the night that he killed himself, right? It was just, it hit me like a story with so much going on, and I broke down to see Chuck. Chuck is another good actor. Love him. So that's how I feel. I love this show. I'm happy that it's over, but I'm sad. And I hope that a lot of the subscribers that join me on the Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad saga for all these years stays here on this platform, and we can discover new shows together that we can fall in love with, and then I drag out for another 3 years, because that's just honestly what I do here. Thank you guys once again. Please like the video, please share the video, don't forget to comment down below, hit that notification bell in case you didn't hear that I dropped the reaction, and I'll see you guys next time with more reaction.